She mounted, stroked the harnessed dragons' necks, shook the light reins, and soared into the sky, and gazing down beheld, far, far below, Thessalian Tempe. Then the serpent's course she set for regions that she knew of old, the herbs that Pelion and Ossa bore, Othrys and Pindus, and that loftiest peak Olympus she surveyed, and those that pleased, some by the roots she culled, some with the curve of her bronze blade she cut. Many she chose besides Apidanus' green banks, and many beside Amphrysus, nor was swift Enipeus exempt. Peneus too, in the bright stream of broad Spercheius, and the reedy shores of Bebe, gave their share, and from Anthedon she plucked the grass of life, not yet renowned for that sea change that Euboean merman found. And now 9 days had seen her, and 9 nights roaming the world, driving her dragon team. Then she returned. The dragons, though untouched save by the wafting odor of those herbs, yet sloughed their aged skins of many years. Before the doors she stopped, nor crossed the threshold. Only the heavens covered her. She shunned Jason's embrace. Then 2 turf altars built, the right to Hecate, the left to youth, wreathed with the forest's mystic foliage, and dug 2 trenches in the ground beside, and then performed her rites. Plunging a knife into a black sheep's throat, she drenched the wide ditches with blood. Next from a chalice poured a stream of wine, and from a second chalice warm frothing milk, and chanting magic words, summoned the deities of earth, and prayed the sad shades monarch and his stolen bride, that of their mercy, from old Aeson's frame, they will not haste to steal the breath of life. And when in long, low-murmured supplications the deities were appeased, she bade bring out the old exhausted king, and with a spell charmed him to deepest sleep, and laid his body, lifeless it seemed, stretched on a bed of herbs. Away, she ordered Jason, and away. The ministrants, and warned that eyes profane see not her secrets, then with streaming hair, ecstatic round the flaming altars moved, and in the troughs of blood dipped cloven stakes, and lit them dripping at the flames, and thrice with water, thrice with sulphur, thrice with fire, purged the pale sleeping body of the king. Meanwhile within the deep bronze cauldron, white with bubbling froth, the rich elixir boils, roots from the vales of Thessaly, and seeds and flowers she sees therein, and bitter juices, with gemstones from the farthest orient, and sands that ocean's ebbing waters wash, and hoarfrost gathered when the moon shines full, and wings and flesh of owls, and the warm guts of wolves that change at will to human form. To them she adds the slender scaly skins of Libyan water snakes, and then the livers of long living gazelles, and eggs and heads of ancient crows, 9 generations old. With these and 1,000 other nameless things, her more than mortal purpose she prepared. Then with a seasoned stick of olive wood she mixed the whole and stirred it, and behold, the old dry stick that stirred the bubbling brew grew green, and suddenly burst into leaf, and all at once was laden with fat olives. And where the froth flowed over from the pot, and the hot drops spattered the ground beneath, fair springtime bloomed again, and everywhere flowers of the meadow sprang, and pastures sweet. And seeing this, Medea drew her blade, and slit the old king's throat, and let the blood run out, and filled his veins and arteries with her elixir. And when Aeson drank, through wound and lips, at once his hair and beard, white for long years, regained their raven hue. His wizened pallor vanquished, fled away, and firm new flesh his sunken wrinkles filled, and all his limbs were sleek and proud and strong. Then Aeson woke and marveled as he saw his prime restored of 40 years before. Bacchus had seen from heaven this miracle so marvelous, and learning that his own nurses could have their youth restored, obtained that boon and blessing from the Colchian.